Hello, you guys, and welcome back to Cooking with Paris. So today we're going to be making some spaghetti Alfredo. I think that's what it's called, baked spaghetti Alfredo. So we're gonna start by boiling our noodles. Of course, we all know how to boil noodles, but I pour salt in the water and I turn it up. And when it's boiling really good, we add these noodles. You can use whatever kind you like. Next, we're going to brown our meat. Once our meat is brown, we're going to drain the excess grease from it. And we're going to add in some chopped bell pepper and onions. It's less than half of an onion and less than half of a bell pepper, only because I don't prefer a lot of it. You can use as much as you like in your spaghetti. We're also going to add some sausage. This is the kind that we're going to use. I actually picked up the wrong one, but they normally in this brand kind of give the same flavor unless you grab the Cajun kind, so this should be fine. While we're browning our meat, I'm also going to cook my sausage in a separate skillet. Alright, now for the fun part, seasoning our meat. So here's the seasonings we're going to use. We're going to use some Greek all-purpose seasoning, garlic and onion powder. And of course, we're going to put in some minced garlic. This is going to be after we add our bell peppers and onions. I also want to show you how I chopped up the sausage. You're going to cut your sausage down if it doesn't come already cut. And I added no oil because the sausage usually makes its own oil. And I just lay it all over the pan so it can get cooked over on both sides at a medium temperature. And we're also doing corn, guys. And that's what I meant when I said get your water to a boiling temperature before putting your noodles in. This is the perfect temperature to add your noodles. Alright, so I'm going to let you guys see the process a little bit of me seasoning the meat. So we're going to do a teaspoon of our minced garlic. And we're going to let our onions and bell peppers cook down so we have the meat on a medium while we cook these down and season. And we also have our sausage broiling over here. I'm just going to keep an eye out on everything. This is where our salt is, so this is what we're going to season it really good with. And then we're going with some onion powder. Garlic powder, and that's it. You guys, nothing extra, that's it. And we're just going to give it a good mix. Alright, so while the meat, onions, and bell peppers are cooking, we're going to go ahead and add our noodles to the water. I break them in half like this. You don't have to if you want them long. You can leave them long. I guess I do it for the kids so the noodles won't be so long and they won't choke on me. And once your sausage is brown, you're going to set it aside. And then you're going to focus back on your meat. What we're going to add to our meat next is, so next we're going to add some diced tomatoes to the meat. I did drain the liquid off. Wasn't a lot. So I'm just going to pour it in there. This is what I use. You can use the petite kind if you want, or the roasted garlic kind, but this is the kind that I chose. And then next, I'm going to take my skillet with my sausage in it. I'm going to add the sausage without adding the grease. To the pan. It's a little bit below medium, you guys. Anybody's curious. Alright, so after we add our sausage, we're going to go in with our tomato sauce. This is what I'm using. You can use whatever brand you like. If you want to make it from scratch, you can also do that, but we don't make it from scratch here. So, I'm going to just add the whole thing in. So off camera, I did add some sugar to my spaghetti. I didn't want to upset anybody. I know a lot of people don't like to add spaghetti and their sugar, and it's crunchy, I guess, for them to see it. So I didn't show that part, but for my ones who like to add sugar in their sauce, you know what I mean. Alright, time to switch sides, you guys. Now we're going to use our skillet that we used to cook the sausage in, and we're going to melt 2 tablespoons, or is it 3? One of the two of butter in it, and we're gonna make our Alfredo sauce. All right, guys. So once that butter is getting melted, we're gonna add in our heavy cream here. I'm using a small skillet for our Alfredo sauce. And we're going to add in our cheeses. We're going to use Parmesan cheese. I'm going to let that melt. And we're also going to add in some Italian cheese. These are the cheeses that I use. If you guys want to shred them from scratch yourself or use a different brand, of course you can. It really wouldn't matter. But as long as it's Parmesan and Italian cheese. Alright guys, for our Alfredo sauce, after you add the cheese, only thing I'm going to season with is using this. Pepper, and that's our 2 favorite seasonings. That's all you need. And then I add some of the water from the noodles. Remember that the noodle water is supposed to be salted, so you don't need to add any salt. That should cover it for your sauce, and your sauce will come out looking like this. It will be thick before you add the water, and then how you know how to add the water is you just take a ladle like such, and then you grab water, you slowly pour the water in until your sauce loosens. That's it. And I put 2 spoons of the ladle in the spaghetti sauce as well. Be sure to taste your sauce. Once your sauce is to your liking, you're going to add your noodles straight to your sauce. I just let them drain a little bit, and I use this tongs and add them in. Make sure your noodles are done as well before adding them to your sauce. We're just going to take them and we're going to put them in, and then we're going to just get them covered with our sauce. The reason that I'm taking it this way is because some people don't like Alfredo, so I'm making 2 different pans. But if you want to just drain the noodles and dump them over, that is a lot simpler if you're making this one dish for the whole house. Alright, so I also, after I added the noodles, I added a little bit more seasoning, as you can see here. And then we're on to our next step. So you guys, please taste everything. Make sure it's to your liking before you put it in your baking dish. So that's our next step. We're going to take first, our first layer is going to be our Alfredo noodles. And we're just going to line them in the pan like so. And then I would like to take a little bit of the sauce meat mixture and put it next. The skillet was a bit heavier, so I wasn't able to hold it like you seen with the other one. And we're just going to cover the bottom of our baking pan with our noodles, and then we're going to put some of the sauce and meat here in between. And I'm going to lay it out so it'll be a thin layer. And then we're going to go back in with our last little bit of noodles on the top. I'm going to cover it like this. When I tell you guys, the Alfredo noodles smell so good. Oh my goodness. To the point where I just wanted to have Alfredo at this point. I love pasta, you guys. Alright, so I'm going to put the pasta noodles on top and just kind of layer them like. And then it'll look like this. I mean, it probably won't, because you probably won't put as such a thin layer on the top as me. You'll probably thicken it, but it's your personal preference. And you're going to put it in the oven for about 10 minutes and then to bake it. And then on those last 5 minutes, we're going to add the same cheeses we added in Alfredo, plus some mild shredded cheddar cheese. I'll show you the packs. I'm not sure what it is called. Side note, while that cook, we're also going to make these with it. It's my first time trying these, so I'll definitely give you an honest review about everything, including these, if they're good. And I tell you to go get them, that means they're good. Go get them. Alright guys, on our 5-minute marker, I did end up only adding the, I don't know the name of this cheese. The mild cheddar, finely shredded cheese. Okay, so I did miss me plating it. I do apologize about that, but here it all is, all done. We have our Alfredo spaghetti here and our salad. This is a big plate, you guys. Oh my goodness. I should have known better. So I want to try it together with you guys. It looks amazing. I don't know if you guys can see it here. It looks amazing. It's still super hot. Ooh. I like it. Yeah, this is my first time trying it. Definitely gonna make. Once again, it's cooking with Paris, not eating with Paris. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for subscribing. Share, it helps the channel. You guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.